ओके तो जैसा कि हम लास्ट वीडियो में बोले थे कि आई एम विद सैबी और ही विल बी आंसरिंग सम क्वेश्चंस रिगार्डिंग मॉर्गेजेस। तो हम लोग वो शुरू करते हैं। जो भी लोग लंदन में या फिर इन एंड अराउंड यूके जो लोग भी देख रहे हैं घर के लिए, तो क्या क्या चीज़ों का ध्यान रखना चाहिए और मॉर्गेजेस से मतलब इन शॉर्ट मॉर्गेजेस से रिलेटेड जो भी क्वेश्चंस हैं हम लोग वो कवर करने वाले हैं। तो दिस इज़ नॉट माय एक्सपर्टीज़, तो आप लोग मुझे आज वीडियो में कम देखोगे, आज आप लोग सैबी को देखोगे ज़्यादा। तो यस, हैंड ओवर टू यू।
Okay, hello everyone.
ओके सो क्विक इंट्रोडक्शन।
Hi everyone, my name is Saiby Alphonse. I'm a mortgage advisor, mortgage consultant, and also I'm a property investor. So I've been living in the UK for like 16 years. I help people get their mortgage for their properties. So if you have any questions regarding mortgages or remortgages or anything property related, give me a shout. I'll be more than happy to help and answer your questions.
So my first question is, why use a mortgage advisor?
Okay, why use a mortgage advisor? I understand your question because you have a bank account and you can go to the bank and get a mortgage. But the problem is, when you go to a bank, they can only offer you their products. Most of the cases, that product is not going to be suitable for you. For example, if a person is in this country for 2 years and then he applies for a mortgage, most of the banks won't take their application because most banks would need like 5 years and stuff. But if you go to a mortgage advisor, maybe they can find a product for you even though you're only in the country for 2 years. So which means you can find which bank will lend you the most money, which is the best interest rates available, all that sort of thing. So the mortgage advisor looks at your finances, how much is incoming, what are your outgoings, looks at your age, and everything. Basically, look at all your finances and then find out the best deal for you, which is available in the market. And that's where you should
What
use
are the risks of not getting an advice?
Okay, so what is the risk of not getting a mortgage advisor or just you decide to go on your own?
Yeah.
तो अगर आप mortgage advisor के services use करते हो तो you can rest assured if you're getting the right mortgage advisor, you're going to get a right advice on which product to choose. And if something happens and if it is not working for you, if there's a problem, because the mortgage advisor is registered with the FCA, you can take the complaint to Financial Ombudsman Service. So you have your rights. अगर आप mortgage advisor के use करते हो तो you have your rights regarding this. But if you decide to go on your own, you don't have those rights. You have to live with it. So that's why you should take a mortgage advisor.
तो फिर कैसे ये चेक करना है कि जो मॉर्गेज एडवाइज़र है वो जेन्युइन है, वो रजिस्टर्ड है, वो कैसे चेक कर सकते हैं हम लोग?
Okay, so by rule, every mortgage advisor in UK has to be registered with the FCA. Okay, and the mortgage advisor has to be registered with an FCA regulated company. So the company should be FCA registered and the mortgage advisor should have a FCA registration. So it's very easy to check. All you have to do is go on an FCA register. You can do it online. Go there and put the mortgage advisor's name. So my name is Saiby Alphonse. If you go to the FCA register and put my name and my FCA registration will come up online. So that's how you check it.
In the home buying process, and you come in the picture.
Okay, you should come and find a mortgage advisor, somebody like me, the minute you start thinking about buying a house. Okay, the reason is जब आप सोचते हैं home buying process के बारे में, you do not know how much you can afford, what price property you can afford. So for that you have to come and meet a mortgage advisor. What the mortgage advisor will do is look at your finances, how much money you make, how much is your salary, how much you have other, like say if you have other income, look at all your income, look at all your outgoings like loans, credit card debts and everything. So look at your incoming and your outgoing, and they'll also look at your age, They'll also look at your credit, how you maintain your credit and everything. And case sub milake, they'll find a product for you, the best mortgage possible based on how much you can afford. The max, which bank will, they look at all the banks and lenders and figure out for you which bank will lend you the most money. And also they can check which bank gives you the least interest rate. And that's the most important thing. And once you know how much you can afford, then you can go and start looking at properties. And once you find a property, you come back to me, and then I will give you an agreement in principle. So as soon as you put an offer on the property, the estate agent will be asking you, okay, we need to see an agreement in principle. So the agreement in principle basically means, okay, the bank has told you that this is the amount they can lend to you, the most money. And then you show the agreement in principle to you, and then we do the full application. Once full application is complete, then the bank sanctions the money, and then you probably will be putting like 10% or 5% deposit, and that together with the mortgage loan becomes your money to buy the house.
Now that you have mentioned about credit score, so how to build and how to maintain that credit score?
So credit score is very important when it comes to getting a mortgage or getting a personal loan or anything. So if you want credit, you have to build up a credit history. So the first thing and the most easy thing to do is get on the electoral roll, register with the electoral roll. That's the first thing you should do. And the other thing you can do is maintain your household payments, like your bills, your electricity bill, water bill. Maintain everything, make sure they're going on the right time, getting paid on the right time. And the third thing is get things like credit card. Get a credit card, use the credit card, pay it off at the end of the month. Get other things like a small loan, pay it off always. So the lenders want to see that you are using your credit well. So you have a good credit history, you're getting credit and you're paying it off. So you're building a good history. So that is how you build up your credit history. Okay, that's the first thing, building a credit history. The second thing is maintaining your credit score. So to maintaining credit score, the first thing I would say is set up a direct debit, which means all your bills and everything are going in one shot. The other thing you can do is limit the number of applications you make for credit. So basically, if you're applying for too many loans in a span of small time, say for example like 3 months, it doesn't look good. So when you make an application for credit, it leaves hard searches like footprints on your credit file. So if you apply for too much credit, it is not going to look good. So limit the number of applications. So that's one thing to do to improve your credit score. And also get like a membership of credit score companies like Experian or Equifax. Go on there, make sure all your details are correct and up to date, and that's going to help you maintaining credit score as well.
So what do you think, what can be the home buying cost?
Okay, so home buying may, like there are a few costs associated with it. One thing is your mortgage advisor cost. Some mortgage advisors charge a fee, some do not charge a fee. And then when you take out a mortgage, that mortgage itself might come with a product fee. So depending on the product which is chosen for you, that mortgage product might have a fee of like £1,000 or some, maybe £1,500. It depends on the mortgage you choose. And the other thing is, but this cost, most of the time this product fee can be added to the loan. So it's not like you have to pay from your pocket at that time. You can add it to the loan, and it goes along with your mortgage payments. So that's mortgage, that product fee. And the other thing is legal fees. So legal fees is the fee which you pay for your solicitor. So the solicitor completes the transaction for you and registers the property in your name in the land registry. So that is the legal fees. So it again depends on the solicitor you use. Different solicitors use different fees. It could be anywhere between 1,500 to upwards of £2,000. It could be anything. And the other cost is a stamp duty. So if you're buying a property if you're a first time buyer, and if your property is worth less than 300,000, there is no stamp duty. Above that, there is a stamp duty, and depending on the price of the property, between 300 to 500, there is a certain stamp duty. Above 500, there's another level of stamp duty. So it depends on the property you're buying, the value of the property you're buying. And this is for first-time buyers. For home movers, there's a different set of stamp duty. And if it's a buy-to-let property, so if the property is second, then you will be paying a 3% surcharge, which is a big higher chunk of stamp duty. So stamp duty depends on whether you're first time buyer, you're home mover, or if it's a second property, it's a buy to let. So it all depends, it all varies.
So how many times of my salary I can get the mortgage?
Okay, that is a very difficult question to answer. Reason being, your pay is a combination of your basic pay, your overtime, your bonus, and everything. Okay, so different lenders treat it differently. Some lenders take most of your overtime, most of your bonuses, but others might only take half your overtime, half your bonus. So it's there's not like a rule at this much should be your mortgage. So it also depends on your age, also depends upon your credit score, also depends upon how many dependents you have, also depends upon what is your mortgage term. So normally the mortgage term is up till the age of 70, but there are some lenders who might lend up to 75. So it all these things come into picture. So if you need an exact figure, then you should consult a mortgage advisor. And they will be able to tell you exactly how much you can afford.
So how can we get bigger mortgages?
Right. So obviously, if you have saved up a bigger deposit, then you can afford a bigger property. Because if the mortgage only covers 80%, then if you have 20% saved up, then you can have a bigger property. But if you do not have that much money saved up for deposit, if you have a guarantor, some banks will lend you more money if you have a guarantor. But again, the problem is if you miss the payments, the guarantor will be liable for the payments. So yeah, that is a catch. That's the problem. Again, the other option is to always go for a mortgage advisor. The mortgage advisor looks at the whole of the market. So they can look at high street banks, they can look at specialist banks. Like I said earlier, different banks have different criteria. They can look at a whole of the market, find out which bank will lend you the most money with the lowest interest rate, and go for a mortgage advisor. Call me.
So who can contact you? Like people living in London, people living in UK, मतलब कहीं और के अगर हो तो?
So this mortgage process, most of the things happen over the phone, over the internet. We can communicate through the email and everything. So anybody in the UK can contact me. Its rules are almost the same throughout the UK. So anybody in the UK can contact me. I can work with any queries or any help. Let me know. I'm always happy to help.
तो आज का जो वीडियो था हम लोगों के लिए भी बहुत अनयूजुअल है, इनके लिए भी है और मेरे लिए खुद के लिए भी है. तो हम लोग ने कैसा किया प्लीज़ कमेंट बॉक्स में बताना. एंड अनदर थिंग इज़ लाइक कोई क्वेश्चन अगर हम लोग मिस कर रहे हैं तो आप वो कमेंट बॉक्स में लिख सकते हो, तो हम लोग उसका आंसर दे देंगे. हम क्या देंगे, मतलब इनसे आंसर में लेकर के देंगे. तो हम लोग आंसर कर देंगे वो. एंड that's it for today's vlog, guys. मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट vlog में. Till then, bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.